Guys, please subscribe and help the channel get to 150k subscribers. Welcome to our FANS Wethu TV. It's the CAF Champions League, Union 1, Mamelodi Sundowns 2. I'm joined by the double pivot itself. It's Dr. Mtao, Dr. Tammy, and my friend.
Dr. Mohammed.
No, doctor.
You don't know, if presence same people love yours, he give you doctorate free.
Yeah, for free.
But anyway, let's get inside game. Straight, direct, not even talking about Salasala or something. Let's get straight about it. Today's game is not about Nabir. It's about Union. You can say Maniema Union. But let's get straight into it, Stibo. What a thrill of a Champions League match between Maniema Union. If you want to simplify it to South African language, you can say Maniema Union. Because what Julius Malema former Union. So, but anyway, we are not there. We simplify things. You know, we analyze South African football in our own way, and it will make sense to our own people. I don't know if Brother Mudau wants to cook some eggs or he wants to boil some eggs or something. I don't know if he wants to start by boiling something, or maybe we'll cook after. I don't know.
You wanna cook Nabi, say?
After.
Brother, maybe you want to cook something. Maybe you've got chicken tikka for us. I not understand. Chicken tikka you can give.
There's something, brother.
Or maybe you will cook after. I not know. I'm not sure.
I wait for you, PhD.
All right. All right. Mamelodi Sundowns were playing away today against. Obviously we are playing a Champions League game. Every team that is here it's more important. Not only important, but these are champions. Hence we saying Champions League game, and we don't listen to people that do not qualify to be here, but we respect them and their opinions. But this is a Champions League stuff. You have to qualify to be in this level. Mamelodi Sundowns, I'll talk about them more because they are a South African team and we are used of them. Mamelodi Sundowns played the way, if you can tell, they were playing with Ronwen Williams at the back, Divine Lunga, you talk about Tapelo Morena, you talk about Grand Kekana. I just want to give you something as I'm mentioning these names rather. And you talk about Musalibusa, you talk about Allende, you talk about Ribeiro, you mention them Reynas, you talk about Kulise. By those names, if you've got a PhD understanding or simplified 3-day certificate, you'll understand that these are ball playing players. And obviously if a team is playing like that, you'd understand that the Mamelodi Sundowns would play more of the ball, and they looked like a team that was playing home. I mean, you wouldn't really believe that they were playing away, but I think an element or a factor of them playing against a team that didn't have much support for me, it looked like an empty stadium. It was very empty, so I think that one also gave them the edge and advantage in terms of supporters, because one of the most difficult things you can ever encounter in playing in the Champions League is to have the crowd against you. They played very well. They started playing from the back. Every time Ronwen Williams started play, you would see a Musalibusa dropping and Grand Kekane. They are two center backs, meaning that they would want to start play from the back, and they would drop very deep. You'd find the Allende dropping also. Grand Kekane would be on the right, Musalibusa on the left, just to be closer to Ronwen Williams. And Ronwen Williams would add as that player who'd start play from the back, and he'd make those short passes, and you'd find the Allende dropping deep. And you find Mukwena dropping deep also. You'd find about 5 to 6 players when they were starting play. And these guys, Maniema Union, they were very confident that when Sundowns plays like that, they are going to win the ball. They pressed them. And as they pressed them, because some of us, we understand Sundowns and we know them, we play with them on a regular basis.
Yes.
So we know that don't press these guys, they'll punish you. As they press them, you'd find the Yom Kulisi dropping. And they were sure, these guys, that they're going to win the ball. As they dropped deeper, Sundowns would really play that, the diamond shape. They would make those passes clinical. They are so confident on the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about a team that was playing on a turf that they are not used to. You're talking about a team that was playing a Champions League game away. So that alone would tell you the confidence they have in terms of their style of playing the ball. It means that everyone is nice, according to South African football language. So as those guys dropped deep, Sundowns quickly removed the ball. In fact, they invited him. They reminded me of Rulani's days when he was here. And for me, for the first time in a long time, it gave me an idea to say, this is not really Rulani's game. It's Mamelodi's Sundowns kind of game. Because us supporters, not only supporters, but us people, when a coach is doing well, we forget about the people who are just above like your technical directors, people who hold the philosophy and the style and the system of play in terms of the team. We praise more of the coaches rather than those people, like your Fleming Beck. And I'll say it without any shade of a doubt, because I'm the only person, or one of the few, who understand his importance in terms of his role. People can become emotional. Football is not for emotionally illiterate people. It's for people who can comprehend things. It's for people who would understand what is his role. His role is to keep that shape of saying, let's keep the ball. Let's have personnel that would know and understand how to keep the ball and absorb pressure from the back and allow your opponents to come at you. If Sundowns can do it with Cardoso, it means it's their philosophy and it's their style of play beyond the coach that coaches them, taking nothing away from Cardoso. But I could see a Rulani at the beginning of the match, and that alone would tell you that this is Sundowns. Remember this guy when he was introduced, or Cardoso, when he was hired, there was an interview, obviously, because I'm the only person, again, who's able to go to offices without invitation. He was told that this is our culture and this is our philosophy. Are you going to play according to this as our technical team and team allows us to play beyond your coaching style? And obviously that's why they hired him. And today he has showed me at the beginning of the match, the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, he absorbed those guys and he could break easily. That's why there was a game or a ball that was played. Quite a few balls that they started from the back, and those guys came closer to them. As they came closer to them, you'd find your Allende breaking in very quick and being able to deliver those quality passes, those diagonal passes, or those dimping passes or aerial passes to your Reinas. And you could always connect with this guy, Sales, because again, I'm one of the few guys who's able to talk things before they happen. Quality player, Sales. I know that no one would say he's a quality player today because he didn't play well. Not only did he play well, he didn't. In fact, let me tell you what I'm trying to say. He didn't finish well, but he played well. Yes, he got a sitter of a chance. He couldn't finish. And obviously, the basic job of a striker is to score goals. And obviously, he will be judged more by scoring. But if you were to check how they were playing when Ribeiro connected with him and playing as that number 10, he connected more with Sales from the middle of the park into the final third. And that's where they would find the Reinas. But Sales, in terms of play, he played very well overall. Unfortunately, was let down by the finishing. That $1 million advantage that he got where he was facing the keeper one-on-one and he missed it. I think the coach got a bit emotional, but is allowed to as a coach. That's when he decided to just take him out and we didn't give him the next chapter. But I think this guy was able to create chances and be in the right space to score goals. Unfortunately, he was let down. But talk about Reinas, quality player, those diagonal passes, the very same ones that are similarly to those that Shalulile got, Reinas would always get them. And as he got a chance, I remember there's this quality, good chance that he had. He shot and then the keeper brought it back. It got to Allende. I mean, you talk about the quality of Allende's as caliber. I was expecting him to trap that ball, but immediately, out of emotional illiteracy, he just shot the ball as it came. For me, he was just supposed to trap that ball. He was alone and passed the net. It was supposed to be a goal. But those passes are very dangerous. That Allende passes, I mean, he passes you. Those are the passes that I call it's a grand. It's just for you to put yourself in the right place. There's a pass again. I mean, he delivered them very well, especially to Morena, because he comes from the left and passes diagonally to the right, where he passed Mukwena. I wouldn't blame him. He's your right wing, but he would come as a, he's your right back. He would come as a right wing. But there was a pass where I was disappointed where he got inside the box. He was supposed to do the Tito Patrick Maswanganyi's pass. He was supposed to pass himself with a trap. He got that ball, it came from the other side. Instead of trapping it and put at his side where he will have advantage to protect that ball. One touch would have allowed him a penalty. And some other people would say that the referee is too soft with you. Let me tell you something. One of the key elements, that's why I was saying to some people that you think penalties are a grant. They are not a grant. You have to have a special skill to get a penalty, because penalty most of the times it's got by people who know how to protect the ball, who knows how to have the best first touch. Remember, touching the ball and putting it within your range, it does not necessarily mean that it is a good touch. Yes. A good touch is the one that you pass yourself and allow your body to protect that ball. So any touch from any defender, especially when you are inside the box, it's a penalty, and people will think that you are too soft. There's no soft penalty in football. There's no hard penalty in football. Yeah, if you know how to protect your ball, any touch it is going to be a penalty. By the way, if you don't understand, those that will have the luxury and the leverage to talk about or to watch Ace Ngobo on Monday, he will be telling the same thing about the Tito Patrick Maswanganyi's penalty that a lot of people think is not a penalty. He will explain to them why is it a penalty. Yes. But we'll talk about it. These are Champions League stuff. But had he protected that ball, he was supposed to get a penalty or a goal. It happened when Shalulile scored the second goal. For me, according to my PhD understanding and analysis, because I'm the only person who's able to turn an own goal into a goal, a normal goal from a striker. That was Shalulile's goal. It is his goal. Yes, that guy just helped in the process. You understand? Yeah. It was just the gods of football's pass. He did everything right, or almost everything right. He received the very same pass that I'm talking about. They are very dangerous. If you were to study Sundowns, you have to study them according to those passes that comes from Allende. Allende did the same pass. I'm talking about their own goal now. As he received that ball, like I'm saying, you are supposed to receive, because you're facing the keeper, you're supposed to receive it and be able to protect that ball. Unfortunately, he put it to the other side where the defender was coming from. And that's why the defender couldn't really compose himself into clearing the ball outside, and he scored the goal. Yes. But that trap for me was not the best in terms of what, like, this is what I'm talking about. Trapping is not really trapping the ball, but trapping it and putting it to your place. Do you understand? If I trap the ball or if I receive the ball, I must be able to put it at my favorite position. Yeah. Unfortunately, he has put the ball at the defender's favorite position. Unfortunately for the defender, he couldn't clear it out. But from a South African's perspective, supporter rather, congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns. They keep us relevant in terms of the Champions League. Remember, these guys have pushed us to play the Champions League and really compete well. And I told you, because of my PhD, I'm no longer allowed to minya against Sundowns or any other South African team when they play the Champions League, especially if their results won't have anything to do with my results. Because in my group, I've got your study, I've got your Al Ali. Sundowns has got nothing to do with me, but only to congratulate them, to say you are keeping us on the edge. At least let's push. We'll fight where the bridge or the cross allows us. But you talk about this guy Ribeiro. I did tell you, Steve Okare, just because someone is wearing jersey number 10, it doesn't mean they are number 10. Position 10, it's a gift from God. You have to have a mentality of a chef, of not really wanting to play, but making the team to play. You understand? That's why a lot of people say, they think, playing position 10 is just, it gives you some accolades and stuff. That position has its own players. And it doesn't mean that if a player cannot really play very well in that position, they are bad players. A Ribeiro is not a number 10. It's not a number 10. They can talk whatever they want to take. Yeah. A Ribeiro is a left winger who plays with his left and is very deadly and can be very deadly coming from the right, cutting with his left. He can pass an oncoming player. If he cuts with his left, he can bend that goal. He can bend and again, remember Ribeiro, if he comes from the right, he's very skillful. He's able to cut to his left. If a player is coming, he's able to play a 1-2. He can play a 1-2 with a player that is coming and gets inside the box. But again, not only that, even if he doesn't find a player there, Unalu Shapavala, again Ali one, I said to his right and face the keeper. After facing the keeper, sometimes he doesn't score. He even takes the ball inside to an oncoming player. If you are to argue that, because we've got people who've got 3-day certificates here in terms of football, they can argue. We've got a lot of Indian kampums. They can still argue that. But I'll give them a substantial evidence. If you were to watch the Nedbank goal that Mshishi scored, he scored the similar way. He had my captain Maela, where he dribbled past him. And then when we thought Utlokena kada Shapavala, Hafezo Shapavala Faisana Sipo China came out, he gave Mshishi a pass. And that was a grand. Mshishi had nothing to do but to score the ball. Yeah. I mean, we take nothing away from these guys from EFF's president, Julius Malema's team, Maniema Union. They are real fighters.
Yeah.
They are real fighters. They really fought. You talk about that guy who scored that goal. I mean, that guy who took... I mean, if Sundowns has got this team, let me tell you, this is one of the obviously, from any good side, there's a bad side. Sundowns, in terms of playing personnel, in terms of playing the ball, they're very good. Yeah. But if you are to attack them, they are very, very, very weak. This is what happened. That's why they were able to be broken down by a single man. It's very tough. He's not so skillful, but he can push the ball, especially if you allow him space. He has tender, I think he's tender against Grant Kekana. Grant Kekana couldn't hold his tear. Like he wanted to do everything at his disposal, rather, to make sure that this guy doesn't go inside. And he went straight, whereby you find Kekana, Mukwena. I think while Mukwena was exposed also into, we realized that Mukwena is not your defensive, in terms of defensive duties, is not so good. If that was Obas, it could have been something else in terms of defense. Yeah. It's either Obas could have got a red card, or maybe could have held that guy, or something, anything just to stop the player. Remember, sometimes there are things that we wouldn't really say from a football's perspective, that hold a player. Sometimes you hold them, sometimes you tackle them, get a yellow card or something. But here's the part that I'm the technical part. I'm not really a good goalkeeper, but I've got a PhD. This is what happened when that guy, he's playing with his right, and Mukwena came from this other side of his right. Instead of Ronwen making sure that his right side is protected, because that guy, it was going to be difficult for him to take the ball to Ronwen left, because if he had to turn to his left, he had to bend his body and open his legs or open his foot into taking that side, meaning it was going, and remember there was a Mukwena here, so meaning Ronwen should have concentrated more on his first pole. That was a very, very, very bad from a goalkeeper who of Ronwen is caliber. Yeah. Yes, you are from a Ballon d'Or winner. Yes, that was his first pole should have been safe. But anyway, he's a human being. He's allowed to make mistakes. And who am I to judge? Because I make my own mistakes, like other people that we have at my team who say they always want 100% from other players at Orlando Pirates, but they don't give 100% to their lives. If you ask you, in terms of your personal life, you say you want 100% performance from Tito. In terms of your life, are you living your life 100% when? Because you're owing people 100 rands here and 50 rands, but you say you expect 100 rands, you expect 100%, you get late where you work, you fail in your businesses, you fail in whatever that you do, but yet we forgive you and understand, but you say you want 100% from other people. Have you ever given any 100%? You're always late when you go to work, you're always late when you go to church, you're always late when you go to Sangoma, you're always late in whatever that you do, but you expect 100% from a human being. Who are you when? You fail left, right and center, but you've got the audacity to say, at Pirates, we expect 100%. Do you give 100% when? Because you fail even to wash your techies, even to polish your shoes, but you want to come here without mediocrity comment and say you want 100%. Yes, this is what we want, but it's impossible. We are not gods here. We are not gods. We work hard. You understand? We work hard. Even us as supporters, it's heavy to wear this jersey, Orlando Pirates. Even as a fan, it's very heavy. You understand? I'm not trying to condone us when we've lost, but I was so disappointed with comments that going through media and stuff. But again, let me condone and also commend rather the fans at Cape Town, Orlando Pirates fans. They really showed us love. They really showed us that they really understand football. Yeah, sometimes you lose some, you gain some. And Darren Kidd, by the way, will sort him out.
Yeah?
Darren Kidd, his time will come. Darren Kidd is that goalkeeper of Cape Town City, whom said Pirates fans talks too much and what. You know, let me tell you something. People forget their roles. He's a professional player. He's a professional player. He's a player. He must never act like a stupid. I'm the only person who can tell him that he's very stupid. Not even like a stupid. It's very stupid, Darren Kidd. Very stupid. That was a very stupid comment. I'll never even shy away from it. Darren Kidd. Who is Darren Kidd? Darren Kidd is a goalkeeper who is a keeper at Cape Town City. He must concentrate on doing his job. He's a professional. He's not like us. You understand? That's his career. It's not like he must never compete like with fans and answer against fans. Tomorrow he might be working at Orlando Pirates. Tomorrow he might be somewhere else. Darren Kidd, I don't want to lie and say we love you, because the only thing that you did good that I liked is when you saved that invincible from Roland Mokoena last season. But my brother, don't be chacharach. Don't be chacharach here. Don't be chacharach. Lungu, don't be chacharach. This is Orlando Pirates, Chief. You will ban. You won't like it. You won't like it when we come to you, my brother. Stick to your polls. Keep on saving those penalties. Don't talk to fans. You are not the spokesperson of Cape Town City. You are a player. You are a goalkeeper. Concentrate there. You don't want us to deal with you decisively. We can deal with you decisively if you want. But anyway, we are not in the business of threatening people. We are just advising you that don't be a fool. That was a foolish statement. And if other people, I love you enough to tell you the truth. That was very foolish, my brother. That was very foolish. If you think football is too much for you, go and open a spaza shop somewhere in Klipspruit. But don't come here with that behavior. And I'm the only person who's allowed to say this, by the way. Don't try this at home. You want to cook?
maybe before we close, man. So yeah, I'm very happy for Sundowns for today for a win, 2-1. So they are number 2 on 8 points, and I see also Ali, they are drawing with that team for Abidjan. So it's 1-1. So which means Paris is number 2, Sundowns is number 2 on their group. So the last game is next week. Paris is Saturday and Sundowns is Sunday. So I need both teams to progress to the last 8. So that we can have this is a wish for South Africans, all South African football lovers, to see Sundowns and Paris progress to the last 8, and then to see them also progress until the final. We want to see Sundowns and Paris final for the CAF Champions League. So that final will be very, very good, because Paris this year we are winning league, we are winning a CAF. So that Paris is going to be the first team in South Africa to have a second star. Not 57 supporters. No. No.
They said they are first.
No, they can't. They found us there. So they are following us behind. So we're going to be the first team to have a second star in South Africa. So Sundowns, Bas Panje, they are capping us to the final. No. PhD said it all. So I don't want to repeat. I don't want to repeat it again. So we win some, we lose some. So I'm happy because tomorrow it's a do or die for us. So please, all the parents fans, come and fill up Orlando Stadium so that we can beat that team for Patrick Mayo. So tomorrow is a do or die for us. We win the game for yesterday. For tomorrow, then we progress to the last 8.
A special invitation for Nabi. Chef Nabi, come to Orlando Stadium tomorrow. Let's watch the game. I don't want to say much, but come and watch the game. You're welcome there. Brother Nabi.
I can say much, brother. Come and get the recipe. It's there, free and available. See, now when you come there, you're going to get it free, brother. Free. You only pay for the ticket. Fill up Orlando. We're loving it, brother. Thank you.
Congratulations.